द्वितीयः पाठः अव्ययमाला A garland of indeclinables. This Avyamala has Avyas as a theme wherein each shlok contains some words which are Avyas that are formed from the dhatus Tvanta, Labhyanta, which are indeclinable past participles, and Tumanta Avyas which are infinitives. As you learn the shloks and their meanings, you will easily learn the concept of Tvanta, Labhyanta and Tumanta Avyay. All these verses have to be learned by heart. Also practice writing them correctly, that is, exactly in the way in which they are printed in the textbook. Let's start the poem. Avyayamala. भाषासु मुख्या मधुरा दिव्या गिर्वाण भारती तस्याम हि काव्यम मधुरम tasmadapi supashitam. It is said that among all the languages, Sanskrit is divine and sweet, and even sweeter are the rhythmic and melodious good sayings or subhashitas that adorn Sanskrit. Subhashitam nama shobhanam bhashitam. Subhashit means good saying. Sanskrit Sahitye Vipulani Subhashitani Santi. In Sanskrit, there are many proverbs, means Subhashit. Alpaksharatvam Subhashitanam Vaishishtam. They convey a very profound meaning in a few words. Madhurani Geyani Arthapurnani Etani Subhashitani. There are Subhashit that are sweet, singable and meaningful. सुभाषितानां पठनेन वाणी सुसंस्कृता निर्दोषा च भवति. By reciting Subhashit, the defects in speech are removed and the pronunciation becomes clear. वक्तृत्व कलायां निपुणता संपादनार्थम उत्कृष्ट निबंध लेखनार्थम च तानि अतीव उपयुक्तानि. Subhashits are useful for mastering oratory and writing excellent essays. अतः इयं सुभाषितानां माला छात्रैः अवश्यं कंठे धारणीया. So, student must recite this Subhashit. First श्लोक. श्रोतुं कर्णौ वक्तुमास्यं सुहास्यं घ्रातुं घ्राणं पादयुग्मं विहर्तुं द्रष्टुं नेत्रे हस्तयुग्मं च दातुं ध्यातुं चित्तं येन सृष्टं स पातु. The line given below the Subhashit is called Anvay. Anvay means prose order to understand Subhashit easily. Let's read Anvay. येन श्रोतुं कर्णौ वक्तुं सुहास्यम् आस्यं घ्रातुं घ्राणं विहर्तुं पादयुग्मं द्रष्टुं नेत्रे दातुं हस्तयुग्मं ध्यातुं च चित्तं सृष्टं सः ईश्वरः पातु. In this line, the words in the pink color are the indeclinable used in this shlok. Yena, who, shrotum, to hear, vaktum, to speak, asyam, mouth, suhasyam, with a pleasant smile, घ्रातुम, to smell, घ्राणम, nose, विहर्तुम, to wander, पादयुग्मम, pada, legs, yugmam, pair. Padayugmam, a pair of legs. Drashtum, to see. Netre, to eyes. Datum, to give. Hastayugmam, a pair of hands. Dhyatum, to think or meditate. Srushtam, created. Patu, protect. Translation of the Subhashit. May the God who created 2 ears to hear, a mouth with a pleasant smile to speak, a nose to smell, 2 legs to wander, 2 eyes to see, 2 hands to give, and mind to meditate, please protect us. In this Subhashit, Shrotum, Vaktum, Gratum, vihartum, drashtum, datum, dhyatum. These indeclinables are used. Gunaha kurvanti dutatvam durepi vasatan satam ketaki gandhamagraya स्वयमायान्ति षट्पदाः. अन्वय दूरे वसताम् अपि सतां गुणाः दूतत्वं कुर्वन्ति यथा षट्पदाः केतकी गन्धम् आघ्राय मधुपानाय स्वयम् आयान्ति. दूरे far away, vasatam living, satam of good people, dutatvam the work of the messenger. Shatpadaha, shat means six, padaha means legs. Shatpadaha, bees are so called as they have 6 legs. Ketaki gandham, fragrance of ketki flower. Agraya, having smell. Swayam ayanti, swayam spontaneously, ayanti came. Translation: virtues do the work of messenger of the good people, even though they are living far away. Having smelled the fragrance of ketke flower, the bees spontaneously come to it. Good people do not advertise their goodness or good qualities. Their qualities are their messengers. They spread their fame everywhere. In order to explain this, the poet has given the example of ketki flower. The fragrance of the flower attracts the bees automatically. Ketki flower does not advertise its goodness, that is, its sweet fragrance, nor does it invite the bees. In this subhashit, the indeclinable agraya is used.